Good afternoon, PSDV community, and welcome to the 2020-21 school year, a year that we will remember for a very long time. I'm Jill Finlayson, and I'm the principal of the secondary school at PSD Virtual. I am so excited to begin the year next week. For 6 days now, your teachers have been back at work planning how to connect with you, and we have an amazing group of teachers. Most are experienced PSD teachers, and they have come together in an incredible way these last 6 days to plan how to support you this coming year. First, I want to say to you that I appreciate the patience you've had for us while we've worked with teachers to develop some critical components of our program. And the first thing I want to share with you today is the foundation we laid as a team this week as we began this work. For those of you who aren't familiar with the work of Simon Sinek, he's an author and a speaker who asserts that great organizations don't start with what they do or how they do it. They start with the why they do it, why they get out of bed every day and go to work. We began our work 6 days ago, laying the foundation of the PSDV why. We do this work because we believe that every child deserves a safe space to learn and grow, physically, academically, and socially, emotionally. We firmly believe that we are providing students and families with that safe space this year. And that's why we're committed to doing sometimes tiring work to create a school in just a few weeks. We are excited to be and proud to be your child's safe space. And after establishing our why, providing that safe space, we moved on to our how. And our how is our vision, the one you see on the website: excellence in teaching and learning, every child, every day, anytime, any place. This also excites us and motivates us to do this work. Once we established those things, we began to work on the what we do and completed training and blended learning best practices and started becoming familiar with our learning platforms. We also began planning how to orient you and to get to know each other during next week's welcome week. Part of our time was spent getting to know each other. It's not easy to bring together over 100 people who don't know each other and have them work to open a new school in 8 days, but this talented group of educators is doing just that. I look around the virtual rooms we meet in, and I see people who care about students and know how to teach, and they are here and doing this for the right reason, to provide that safe space for your child and your families. So I thought it was important that I start off by sharing our why with you, because our why will guide what and how we do things this year with your student and your family. On another note, I want to ask something of you and also offer something in return. 2020 has been a difficult year, to say the least. There are so many unknowns and changes and challenges in our world. It's left us looking for normalcy and wanting to feel in control of our lives. The last 6 weeks have taught me a lot. As I started 6 weeks ago to develop this idea of 100% online options for students in 2020-21, no one expected that we would end up the largest program in PSD. We had nearly 3,000 students enrolled. And through this process and through just the year of 2020, I learned a lot about working with change and uncertainty. There are so many things we can't control around us. What I want to commit to you about this school year is not that PSD Virtual will be perfect, and not that our journey won't sometimes have bumps, because clearly there are things outside of my control. Like issues with our school messaging system and laptop shipments that take a long time to arrive. We won't be able to control some of the bumps that arise. They're all around us this year in the world. But what I can commit to you is that I believe in the why we are doing this, that every child deserves that safe space to learn and grow, and that I will do my best to provide that safe space for your child and your family this school year. And what I ask of you is that you do your best to partner with us on this journey and demonstrate patience and grace as we move through this unprecedented year. And please know that I will lead our staff in extending that same patience and grace to you. We're all learning something new together. Thanks for joining us this year. I know that I speak for all of the PSDV staff team when I say we are proud to be able to offer this option to your family. And we truly can't wait to meet you next week and start on our journey. Now, I'd like to introduce you to some of the other members of our admin team. First of all, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Kyle Healy, who is joining me in secondary as an assistant principal, primarily supporting our middle school program. Kyle?
Good morning, students and families. I'm so excited to be here today and being able to talk with you. I'm excited to get to know you. I'm excited to work with you. I'm excited to dig in. What I can tell you is this Poudre School District Virtual School, it's going to be a partnership, and we look forward to that partnership with you and your learning coach. I hope that you are excited to be working with us as well. Our teachers are ready to get to know you, to build some community, and to help you along the way. I know that many of you are looking for the details and what it's going to look like next week, and I would encourage you to check our website. It's specifically at the secondary level for the middle school page and high school page. We're going to post some videos that really outlines exactly what you need to know to be successful starting next week. Once again, thank you for your time. We're excited to see you. I can't wait to get to know you. And I'm going to introduce Angel Herrick, our principal at the elementary school, to talk to you a little bit about elementary.
Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to be part of this journey together. And I am going to be the principal this year of the elementary portion because, as Cheryl said, we grew pretty fast and we have over 1,600 littles at our elementary program from all over the district. And that's really one of the most exciting things about this adventure this year is we have teachers and families from all over, and we're all coming together and bringing these rich ideas from all of our different communities. And I know everyone is really excited. And I know at the elementary level, they're already planning like our Friday favorite days and what's that going to look like and when's our first hat day. And so everyone is really digging into all the layers that is elementary. I will let you know that this week we are building class lists, and so tomorrow you should get a call from your teacher. Tomorrow you will also receive from us the parent playbook, which is our handbook for the year, and you'll get the first 4-week schedule. And so just a real quick overview of what Monday is going to look like. There are different grade level half-hour teacher meet and greets because some of us have three children in the system, so we want to get to 3 different meet and greets if we can. And then the teachers are going to be sending up individual meetings with you over the course of the week. And so you'll get all those details in our messaging tomorrow. I appreciate everyone's been really patient. I really appreciate that. And just so you know, tomorrow, if you don't get a call, we're going to have a whole process because the enrollments were so many, and we did end up moving a bunch of folks to asynchronous. We are so excited to offer that option. So you'll get all those details tomorrow. Just wanted to connect with you and let you know that that's coming, and you will get phone calls from your teachers because we know that's our students' favorite thing, so that we can be off and running on Monday. And so I look forward to talking to you tomorrow, and I'd like to introduce our new assistant principal at the elementary level, Mandy Benedict.
Hello, families, parents, students. It's so exciting to meet you. My name is Mandy Benedict, and I'm the assistant principal at the elementary level. I have so enjoyed jumping on the team with the rest of these administrators, and I'm excited to connect with you next week and to get to meet you and to support you in the elementary world, whatever that might look like. Just a reminder for elementary school students, the PSDV computer distribution is tomorrow at your co-enrolled schools from 8 to 11. So that's tomorrow, Friday the 21st, from 8 to 11 at your co-enrolled schools. Secondary students, it is following the regular school schedule of the co-enrolled schools. So those have been on various days. Thank you once again. So excited to start this journey with you. We are going to end from a message from Cheryl.
Right. First of all, I want to acknowledge that we've received a lot of questions over the last few weeks about some different things, and I want to address just a few of them here to make sure that you have some of those answers that you need and know how we'll be moving forward this year. One of those is, how will you meet my child's needs this year? Online learning really allows for the flexibility for students to get instruction in the online classroom and then spend their teacher time with that teacher in small groups meeting their individual needs. So that means if your student needs extra support in something, whether it's reteaching them a concept or extending the lesson for challenge, that can be done in the small group time. And I ask that, first of all, that you give us all a little time to get to know your student and what they need through this school year. And then, just like Kyle said, we really do want to partner with you. You are our partners. You know what's happening in your home and you know your child best. I like to say that that content area teacher is the expert in the content and you are the expert in your child. So that partnership can be amazing and really great things can happen for kids if we're working tightly as a team. So as we get to know your student, if you notice they might need extra supports in something, that's a communication you can certainly have with your child's classroom teacher. Please reach out for us if you have input on what they may need after we get a chance to know them. I also want to just say, students with IEPs, your homeschool is conducting a reevaluation and writing their IEP for the virtual setting. So they still will receive supports, and you should be aware of, as those meetings are happening, what those supports will look like. Students with other types of plans like ALPs and 504s, we will be coordinating to update those plans, sometimes with the homeschool, so that to make sure your students' needs are met if they have a plan. But beyond that, every student in this model, there's the possibility for them to have a personalized education experience. That's the beauty of online learning, is the teacher doesn't have to deliver a whole group lesson where possibly a third of the kids need something different, or 2/3 of the kids, depending on the lesson. So that's just something we're going to work really hard to do this year, whether your child's on a specific plan or not, is to meet their needs where they are. Another question a lot of you have had is about the curriculum. And while that's been on our website for a little bit here, we realize all of you may not have that answer. At elementary school, we are using a curriculum purchased from Colorado Digital Learning Solutions. It comes from Florida Virtual School initially. And so that's a large online school in our country. It's standards-based programming, and it's in a platform called Buzz, which doesn't mean a lot to you, but it will starting after next week. You'll get introduced to that. So I do want to say that our secondary is different from elementary. It's going to be in the Schoology platform, and it's going to be standards-based courses developed by Colorado teachers in the iLearn Collaborative. So a little bit different in elementary and secondary, but it's standards-based and it's online instruction that will then be differentiated by your teachers when your child meets with them synchronously. So that's a little bit about our curriculum. And I want to say that your child will not be engaging in those courses next week. Next week is welcome week. It's a week of meeting with your advisor or your homeroom teacher, getting to know everybody, getting some orientation about what is PSD virtual and what do we need to know to have a good year? How do I set my child up for online success in learning? So it'll be those things next year. We want to focus on connections. It's been a tough year, and your kids need to know that we're here to provide a safe space for them, and we're going to do that by connecting with them next week. The following week, we'll start to learn our tools, and you'll get a chance to get some orientation in that and get going with learning. And another question you might have is what the school day will look like. Well, we have middle school and a high school schedule now linked on our website on the main page, and the elementary families have been provided with their school schedule via email earlier this week. So just know that though we provided you with that schedule, we recommend that you follow that structure as much as possible in your home, unless you're elementary and in our anytime, anyplace option. Then you have the flexibility of completing things asynchronously outside of that schedule. But we do ask you, if you're not in that program, to try and follow the schedule as much as you can, because it will provide structure for your student during the day. And we all know we need structure and normalcy, especially in our world right now. However, I do want to say that we also realize some of you may need flexibility. Okay, there are different things happening in different homes for different students and different families this year. So if you need some flexibility in the day, please have your child attend the synchronous sessions scheduled with their teacher. That's their time to get just what they need from their teacher. But then those asynchronous lessons could be completed flexibly at a different time in your day. So while there's structure, there's also flexibility in our program for that flexible structure. Another big question we've received is, what is happening next week? So that is something we're going to get you the information about. Our high school and our middle school websites have more information from Mr. Healy and I for about what's happening next week. And everyone, elementary, middle, and high school, will be getting contact from your advisory or homeroom teacher tomorrow to get more details about what's happening next week. And yay,
The elementary kids are going to be excited.
they are. They're going to be very excited. And I hope some secondary kids are excited too. But just know that some is available today on our website, and more will be coming tomorrow. Again, thanks for your patience and grace while we developed that with our brand new teachers who have been working hard to plan for you next week. And I just want to end things by saying we are so excited to see you next week. Again, this is unprecedented. We are making history. So we cannot wait to start making history with you. And goodbye, and we'll see you soon.
See you soon.